The police found 3 bodies in 3 different houses, but every victim had one thing in common: a bright red door that no one remembered painting. And when Detective Sarah Miller knocked on the 4th red door, someone knocked back. Rain hammered the empty streets of Blackridge, Oregon, as Detective Sarah Miller parked her cruiser outside a quiet suburban home. The neighbors stood behind yellow police tape, whispering the same question. "How does this keep happening?" Sarah walked toward the front entrance and stopped. The door was painted a deep, glossy red. According to the homeowner's family, it had been white the night before. Inside, the house was perfectly clean. No signs of forced entry. No broken windows. No struggle. Just one body. 42-year-old David Collins sat peacefully in his dining chair, his eyes wide open, a terrified expression frozen on his face. There wasn't a single drop of blood. Only one strange message carved into the wooden table. "Don't open the next door." The case wasn't unique anymore. In the last 2 weeks, 3 families had lost loved ones under identical circumstances. Each house mysteriously woke up with a red front door. Each victim died without visible injuries. And every security camera failed exactly 5 minutes before death. The media called it the Red Door Murders. No suspects. No fingerprints. No witnesses. Nothing. Sarah refused to believe in ghost stories. She believed in evidence. While reviewing footage from a nearby traffic camera, she noticed something everyone else missed. At exactly 2:17 a.m., a tall man wearing a black raincoat walked past every victim's house. His face was hidden, but his right hand carried a small paintbrush. He wasn't carrying a weapon. Only red paint. The investigation led Sarah to an abandoned paint factory outside town. Dust covered every machine except one room. Fresh footprints. Still wet. She entered carefully, gun raised. Inside, hundreds of old doors leaned against the walls. Every single one was painted red. On the floor sat photographs. Pictures of every victim. Taken days before they died. Then Sarah found a final photograph. It was taken that morning. It showed her own house, with a bright red front door. She rushed home. The neighborhood was silent. Her heart pounded as she stepped out of the car. The door was exactly as it appeared in the photo. Fresh red paint dripped onto the porch. She slowly reached for the handle. Then her phone rang. An unknown number. She answered. A calm male voice whispered, "You were never investigating the murders, you were being chosen." The call disconnected. Sarah kicked the door open. The lights were off. Nothing moved. Room after room was empty. Then she heard footsteps upstairs. She climbed slowly. 1 step. 2 steps. 3. At the end of the hallway stood a man in a black raincoat. His face hidden beneath the hood. His hand still holding the same paintbrush. Sarah aimed her weapon. "Police. Don't move." The man smiled. Then pulled off his hood. It wasn't a stranger. It was retired Detective Thomas Reed, the officer who had investigated the very first Red Door case 20 years earlier. Everyone believed he had died. He laughed. "The city wanted a monster, so I became one." He confessed that he had spent decades selecting victims who escaped justice through legal loopholes. Corrupt businessmen. Violent criminals. Predators never convicted. He painted their doors red to mark them. Then killed them using an odorless nerve toxin that left almost no trace. The cameras? He disabled them himself. The legends? He created them to hide the truth. But before Sarah could arrest him, Reed pressed a small remote. Hidden speakers inside the house exploded with deafening alarms. The distraction lasted only seconds. When the noise stopped, he was gone. Only the paintbrush remained. 3 months later, police finally discovered Reed living under a false identity in another state. His notebook contained a list of every victim, every murder, every plan. The Red Door murders were officially solved. Blackridge slowly returned to normal. Until one rainy evening, a young family moved into an old house on Maple Street. The movers unloaded furniture while their little girl stared quietly at the entrance. Her mother looked confused. "Honey, why are you smiling?" The child pointed at the front door. It had been white when they arrived. Now, it was slowly turning red. Some killers leave fingerprints. Some leave blood. But the most dangerous ones leave a warning, and hope no one believes it until it's too late.